The love comes from
The 15,
they believe,
30,
look.
40.
Like,
This is one of my favorites.
people understood better about me.
And then explaining deuce is really hard. And they figured out that 1/3 full is the best fullness for likelihood of it landing standing up. So now they can all be aces in the water bottle flipping. We're learning about surface tension, and they have to figure out how many drops of water can fit on a penny before the surface tension breaks and it spills all over. So one person, they take turns. One person, hey, Deshaun, how are you? One person's got the dropper and the other person's counting, and you can see like the focus, because you want to get the most drops of water on your penny.
Can you control it?
Yes, the dropper and how hard you squeeze it determines the size of the drop. So if you want just a little teeny drop, you can let out less water, and then you can get, some kids got like 43 drops of water on their penny.
Oh, they did not.
They did. The question was, what's one thing you like about yourself? And he said that I'm named after a basketball player. Quoted, the yellows are the most simple ones, like what's your favorite color and why? The oranges get a little more intense. Like, if you could ask God a question, what would it be? That's middle range. If you could be invisible for a day, what would you do? White are the deepest, although the God one probably should be white. But we were ready for it, so I threw it in orange. Some of them are pretty simple.
Like,
This is one of my favorites.
what do you wish people understood better about you?
They get really intense about that. Mondays, we have Mindset Monday. This stuff will be gone. And I always have something that they have to answer. So they walk in, they get a dry erase marker, and this week it's going to be finishing the sentence. Grit is whatever. And one time I put up there, if mistakes is the answer, what is the question? And they had a really hard time with that because they wanted to write an answer, not a question. We do some kind of life skill thing. Like we played wah for focus. And I have never lost.
Why doodle? Doodling facilitates thinking, increases attention, improves concentration, and relieves stress.
And then I show them, one of those is mine, I think. And I show them where I messed up and what I did about it. And I said, you gotta figure it out. Because it's copyrighted, I don't do that anymore. We do doodle balls. I mean, everything I do, I try to make a game. Because they've already been in school all day. The group I have on Monday nights are mostly kids who show up in really fancy cars and go home to fancy neighborhoods in the convenience of the suburbs, and a few kids on scholarship. And then the kids I work with every other day of the week live in very low income areas. You know, they have schools without science.
They have what?
Schools where there's no science teacher. A nurse who comes one day a week. We had a kid die in first grade because there was no one in the building that knew how to do CPR, and she had a heart condition. So everybody drew a name, and they had to research who it was, whose name they drew. And all of these people are the first to do something, the first African American to do something. And there's like the first Black woman to enter the gold rush, and she was the first Black woman judge. 3 things a person should know. So the challenge was, if someone was visiting Earth for a day, what would they need to know? Some of them I love. Treat everyone like it's their birthday, even if they don't deserve it. So I gotta create a problem that's gonna interest them. We have to collect data. We have to have a hypothesis, you know, the whole thing. So I create this little worksheet. with bottle flipping. And they are in kindergarten. Most adults think that kids have pretty easy, innocent, simple life. And they don't really ask you anything. They just tell you what to do. Get in the car, get dressed, stop that. And I think that kids actually have a very complex inner life that they don't have a lot of practice paying attention to. So part of what... Hi Jamie, how are you? Part of what we're doing here is getting back in touch. We're getting to know each other, but you're also getting to know yourself. And they're all like, oh, she's right. Grown-ups don't know.